happy hour hang. How is everyone feeling? How is everyone doing? I feel very bright in this pink today. Let's see, the chat's already going off. Reggie is here, Jonna is here, Destiny. Let's see, Maria said, I was so excited. It's my sister's birthday. Happy birthday to your sister. Jody is here, Lorelai, Patty, Melissa, Joy, Miss Heather. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have so much to get into on this happy hour hang. Yana Co also just popped in. So I'm so happy that y'all are tuning in. Y'all are here. Crimson Rose is here too. Hi, Madison. I'm going to Ibiza to see Calvin Harris, Martin Garrix, and David Guetta. Okay, Jonna, you're literally going to have the best time ever. Robert just popped in. Momo Fix It, Care Bear Gratitude, Allison. Hello, hello, you guys. This is our first Wednesday happy hour hang in the month of June, which feels crazy, very out of character for me specifically. But you guys know it's been a crazy couple of weeks. Hi, Dave. So it feels good to be back to our regularly scheduled program. You know, I was saying on Monday, I was like, I know this month has been crazy. I know this month has been a little bit all over the place. But finally back. And I actually finally caught up with Courtney. We recorded a new episode of our podcast right before this. And I was saying, I was like, I don't leave again until July. I don't leave again until the second week of July. So I feel like I'm here for an eternity at this point. I actually need to go to the grocery store, which feels like a thing in and of itself. Well, actually, I was going to go to the grocery store, but then, you guys, the coolest thing happened to me, and I know this isn't actually that cool, but for me, it's really cool. Also, Diana, thank you for the compliments. Also, you guys, I didn't even realize on Wednesdays we wear pink. That was not planned, but I literally just, this was an impulse buy at Zara recently because, you know, at Zara, I was like, oh, I need another pink crop top. I don't need another pink crop top, but sometimes you just do a little impulse buy. It was like less than $10, so it felt like the universe was like, Madison, you need another pink crop top, and I obliged. But I didn't even put two and two together that today's Wednesday, and I just went for the pink. I just was like, oh, I forgot I impulsively bought this. I should probably wear it. But I was gonna say, I was gonna go to the grocery store to cook tonight, but the coolest thing happened to me. Literally, which I know it's not that cool, but Chipotle DM'd me, you guys, and I am a Chipotle girly. I don't talk about it enough. I did post on TikTok when they released their adobo ranch. I like posted me trying it because obviously I love Chipotle, love ranch, but that was literally months ago. And I, you know, whenever I get Chipotle, if I feel like posting about it, I'll post about it. But Chipotle DM'd me on Instagram and they're like, hey girl, since you loved the adobo ranch, like, can we give you a code for a free meal? I said, a free meal? Obviously, a brand deal would be better, but a free meal from Chipotle? I will take it. I will take it. I felt like that was a little nod from God, a nod from the universe, because I was spiraling last night about not posting on my personal Instagram as much and my personal TikTok. I haven't posted on TikTok. I'm like trying to get back in the swing of things. I've been slacking. Not slacking, but my stuff has been coming last in the midst of the crazy couple weeks that I had and all the travel. So the fact that Chipotle DM'd me today out of all days and said, hey girl, can we give you a code for a free meal? I was like, that's God. God is telling me, girl, relax. It's going to be fine. And go enjoy some free Chipotle. And obviously I have to get the ranch with it, which twist my arm. So I'm actually going to do that tonight instead and do a fun video. That's what I'm saying, Lorelai. That's my plan. I'm like, I have to make the video really cute, really cool. So then hopefully, Chipotle will see my video and be like, we should give this girl a deal because she loves Chipotle and she loves ranch. And I'm wearing pink, which is the power color. I don't know, you guys. I know it's so silly to get so excited over something, but I literally love Chipotle so much. I love Chipotle so much that, again, they're going to be like, see, this is why we don't have to pay you because you just talk about it willy-nilly. But when I was looking at my first apartment building in LA, something I took as a sign was the fact that I could walk to a Chipotle. I was like, this is the perfect apartment building because I can walk to a Chipotle. And then, you guys, when I moved to my new place, I didn't even know this when I was picking this place, but it's also walking distance to a Chipotle. So when I saw that Chipotle, I was like, meant to be. So I have this thing with Chipotle. So So the fact that when I was down bad crying at the gym last night, I was just more so, you know when you have those spirals of like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm panicking. I am not qualified to be doing what I'm doing. You know, those like little monthly spirals that hopefully we all have. If not, I have them. And if you have them, you're not alone. I was having one of those last night. And so this morning, the fact that I got that DM, I was like, okay, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Yes, Reggie, I did used to watch the Power Rangers, and the pink Power Ranger was always my favorite. Crimson Rose said, now I have a TikTok. Oh my God. Follow me on TikTok. Follow Tano Skincare on TikTok. I'm trying to get the Tano Skincare TikTok to pop off, you guys. So please, if you're on TikTok and you're wanting skincare content, go follow Tano. The brand A is incredible, amazing, iconic. It works. Again, the fact that they have patented this ingredient that boosts your collagen 324%, and it's 4 times more potent than retinol without damaging your skin, that in and of itself is incredible. But also too, I've been creating and trying to pump out some fun content on the Tano Skincare TikTok in order to help get some traction on that account. And I would really appreciate it if y'all would go support that account. If you're on TikTok, go look at the stuff on there. Go like it. Yes, they sell a moisturizer. So they have an Age Well face cream that is literally like 7 products in one. It is your hyaluronic acid, or your hyaluronic serum, your vitamin C serum. It tightens your skin, it firms your skin, it moisturizes your skin. Their Age Well face cream is amazing. And you guys know I'm a dry skin girly. I talk about it all the time. I get my stress eczema outbreaks, which is why I actually can't use retinol. If I used retinol, my skin would literally peel off my face. And so the fact that I'm able to use this as an anti-aging product that actually moisturizes my face while tightening my lines, like, you guys, I'm obsessed. Obviously I'm working for them, but I'm also genuinely obsessed. And that's why I'm trying to get the word out, because I feel like they actually have such an amazing product. We just need to get more information out there. Like, we just need to get the brand out there. Jessica, I'll confirm. I'm 98% sure they ship anywhere. But I'll confirm. But truly amazing. So if you're on TikTok, can you go follow Tano Skincare and give the videos some love, you guys, so that way I don't spiral, please? Thank you. Also, Unserious said, shirt pink. Unserious. You're so silly. Also, Jelena is in here as well. Hello, hello, Tamzy, Lisa. Yes, let me smile. Okay, Marissa, are you ready? Why did I just double chin so hard? Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Hopefully you got it, Marissa. Let me know. Valeria is watching from Kenya. Shout out to all of our international House of Hill members. Also, Mariana is watching from Brazil. You guys, thank you for waking up early, staying up late, watching the tea whenever you have time. Also, shout out to all of our after watchers as well. You guys, thank you for being such an impeccable, amazing, iconic part of this House of Hill family. Thank you for being here. Thank you for after watching. And thank you for making the tea part of your routine. Is there a ritual that I do to prepare to go live? Not really. I don't know if that's good or bad. I feel like, especially because I've been so busy as of late, I always obviously make sure my notes are ready. I usually make sure I have a beverage. Today it's water, and I also have a Diet Coke. So I usually always make sure I have some sort of beverage that I want to sip on throughout the live, even though I barely drink anything. I just have it here just in case. And I do always also text my family, I'm going live. That way no one calls me. Because I feel like if I don't text that I'm going live, someone inevitably always tries to call me, and then it messes with the live stream. So I do always say, hey, I'm going live. And that counts as a ritual. I do always let the fam know that hey, I'm going live. Always and Forever said you should do the sign of the cross since you're a Catholic girly. I do that. Oh, I do that for a lot of things. I do that for a lot of things as well. I do that actually sometimes before I go live. Not every time, but for a lot. I do always do the sign of the cross. And when I'm driving too, whenever I like avoid a spooky situation or maybe make the yellow light, you always got to do the sign of the cross. Can confirm that to the family text. Yes, I do put my phone on do not disturb on Sirius. However, when you live in a family that experiences Hispanic panic, which is what I like to call it, because I am half Hispanic and my family, we panic if someone is not answering their phone. If you actually call someone multiple times in a row on Do Not Disturb, the phone does eventually ring, which is what my family does. And I do it to my family too, so I can't even be mad. So Do Not Disturb works if you call the person one time and it doesn't answer. And then yes, if the person is on your favorites, it does also go through right away, which obviously every member of my family is on my favorites and my emergency contact, because why would they not be? But yeah, fun fact that if you guys didn't know this, if your phone is on Do Not Disturb and the person calls you multiple times, it will eventually ring and you will eventually get through. Color said, I was wondering why my sister was still able to get through on Do Not Disturb. Yep, that is why. That is why. Erica said, guys, I recently got a 7 Brew energy up session. Do I need that? Do I need that? That sounds good. Also, I wanted to shout out Crystal. I saw Crystal. I just found out my uncle has stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Crystal, can we all, you guys send Crystal some love, light, prayers, and positivity and her family? You know, that 6-letter word is one of my least favorites, and I will never, ever, 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 ever understand it. So Crystal, just know that we are here with you. We are sending you love, and we are sending you prayers and positive vibes. You guys know that whenever life is lifing, the House of Hill is here for you, whatever that may be, whatever is going on, and we have each other's back. And this is always our time to just enjoy being with one another and kind of forget about life for an hour and just be in this moment and spill some tea, share some things about each other's lives, and just giggle. Unserious said, listen to a good sermon today because I need Jesus. Unserious. We all have those days. We all have those days, and I'm glad. That is amazing. We also have someone watching from Dubai. I'm jealous you're in Dubai. I want to go to Dubai. That is absolutely incredible. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. You guys, we're going to go ahead and get into the tea. Today, we're going to be talking about Diddy. We're going to be talking about Tyler Perry, Katy Perry, Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, Taylor Travis, a little palate cleanser at the end. Honestly, we actually don't have that much Diddy news to discuss because the trial was actually postponed today. So today the trial did not happen because a juror was sick. I don't know why I did quotes. The juror actually was not feeling well. The juror was experiencing some vertigo symptoms, so they postponed the trial for today. Patty, we can talk about R. Kelly. I did touch on that during our Members Only Live. For those of you who don't know, I uploaded a short about this yesterday as well. News broke this week that R. Kelly was rushed to the hospital for 2 days last week after an apparent OD. His lawyers are claiming that prison staff at the prison he's in North Carolina, plotted on his life. They put this plot together to unalive him. His lawyers are also claiming that he was denied medical treatment and, you know, that he needs to be released on house arrest, and they're hoping that he can get a pardon. All of this crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. When it comes to R. Kelly, in my own personal opinion, I'm not surprised to hear that somebody might have been plotting on his life. I mean, the man's done absolutely, absolutely terrible things. In my own personal opinion, I believe he's done terrible things. I also, while that is an unfortunate situation that he experienced that, I also don't, in my personal opinion, feel like it negates his guilt. So, if his lawyers are waiting for me to shed a tear about R. Kelly, they're going to be waiting a very long time, for me personally. Now, though, I do want to get into Tyler Perry. Also, Pratishka? I know I'm not saying that correctly, but definitely correct me. I just wanted to send you love because I saw that you lost a pet today, your mom a cat, and I just wanted to send you love because here in the House of Hill, our pets are our people. They're our family member. So just wanted to make sure I sent you love. Color said, we'll never feel sorry for R. Kelly. Literally me. Like, I was actually scrolling and I was like seeing his lawyer's statements being like, this is insane what's happening to him. Everyone should be outraged. I'm like, who is outraged over R. Kelly? I mean, feeling bad for R. Kelly. You know what I mean? Like, we're outraged because he's a bad person, not for any other reason. In my opinion. You know what I mean? Joy said, not I. Not I, said the spy. Also, hi, Mary. Hello, hello. If you guys are here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, will you please go ahead and do so? We have over 100 people watching. And I see we're still low on the like. So if you could give this video a thumbs up, I know it seems monotonous every time I ask, but it does help YouTube know that people are watching and engaging, and it will push out those notifications to people who haven't gotten them yet. Oh, I love it. You can call me Pratt. I love a nickname. Yay. Also, tap those in here. And Amy Poole. And Siri said, broke my nail and crashed out. World War III can't hurt me. I'm dead. Also, breaking a nail is actually low-key the absolute worst. Okay, you guys, Tyler Perry. Add this to things I did not have on my 2025 bingo card. Tyler Perry being sued for $260 million. He's accused of harassment, assault, and retaliation. Tyler Perry. I don't know why this has me so shook to my core. I was like, Tyler Perry, the man who literally helped Prince Harry and Meghan Markle escape the royal family and give them a place to live? The Godfather? Tyler Perry? Also, Jules. Jules is a new member. Hey, Jules. Shout out to Jules, the newest member of the House of Hill. Jules, after this, make sure you go to the community tab for members. I'll put a fresh invite link. That way you can get into the Discord. Shout out to Jules. You guys be like Jules. Join the membership. It is so much fun. You get access to a members only live, which we did yesterday. Our group chat, members only videos. Jules, I hope you've been enjoying watching the backlogged of members only content. So happy to have you. So excited for you. Yay. Okay, back to Tyler Perry. So he's being sued $260 million, accused of harassment, assault, retaliation. The person who's filing the lawsuit is Derek Dixon, known for his role as Dale on a BET show called The Oval. Dixon claims that he met Tyler Perry at a Tyler Perry Studios party in 2019, after which Tyler Perry made advances and offered career help to lure him in. Dixon details 2 alleged assaults in January 2020 and June 2021 at Tyler Perry's home, and allegedly at a cast trip to the Bahamas. This guy says Tyler Perry implied his character would only survive on the show if he complied. His removal allegedly cost him $400,000, and he was later diagnosed with PTSD, depression, and anxiety. The lawsuit says Tyler Perry retaliated by offering roles and deals to silence Dixon while controlling his character's fate. So basically he was saying, if you don't do X, Y, and Z with me, I'm going to write your character off. Or do X, Y, and Z with me in order to survive another episode. That's what this man is claiming that Tyler Perry did to him. Tyler Perry's lawyers call the claims fabricated and a scam, saying they're confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail. Now, I do have to say, I spent a little bit of time this morning reading the text messages between Mr. Tyler Perry and Mr. Derek Dixon. And they're not great. Okay, let's just call it like it is. Tyler Perry definitely was putting a vibe out there. Okay. I would say Tyler Perry was texting this man in a way a boss should not be texting an employee. Okay? That's just the most simple way to put it. You know, blowing him up. Why aren't you calling me? Why aren't you talking to me? Trying to talk this man through discovering his own sexuality and, you know, how Tyler Perry should help him be who he really wants to be. Here's the thing. No one actually, like, love who you want to love, hook up with who you want to hook up with. Nobody cares about that. I think it's just when you're trying to seemingly force yourself on someone and force someone to do something that maybe they're not comfortable with doing yet, that's when we have a little bit of an issue. I mean, the text, I don't know if you guys have seen the texts. Has anyone else seen the texts? And it was kind of funny. There were some, like, also immature texts. So he's, like, blowing him up. He's like, why aren't you answering me? And the guy's like, I'm on the phone with my sister. And Tyler Perry's literally like, SMH or something like that. Rolling my eyes. Good night. And he's like, I'm going to text the other 600 people in my phone, even though I only want to talk to you. Like, just some interesting things. And you guys, I will not lie. I was really disappointed. I just feel like I did not expect this from Tyler Perry. I don't know about anyone else. It's kind of like when we heard about the Garth Brooks situation. I was like, what do you mean Garth Brooks is being accused of this? Which we haven't heard any further updates about that. But it just feels totally crazy to me. Like, Tyler Perry has literally done so much for the city of Atlanta. I've only been to Atlanta once, but when I was there, everyone spoke so highly of him and all of the things he's done. Again, Harry and Meghan, he literally helped them out huge. I don't know. I was really disappointed to hear this about Tyler Perry. It feels really out of the blue. It really does. Madea is my favorite, so it's sad to hear. Yeah, all of the Madea movies, like, one of my best friends, Mason, he loves the Madea movies. And so I'm going to have to break the news to him, like, this isn't looking great. Again, it's one of those things, you hear it and you're like, absolutely no way. But then you read the text messages and you're like, oh, well, that does feel like you're crossing a line a little bit. You know what I mean? I didn't want to believe it. And then I read the text and I was like, the texts are not good. You can look them up on Twitter for yourselves or look them up. I'm sure you know how things like this play out these days. But yeah, the texts aren't great, I would say. To me, the texts aren't proving that this thing is fabricated and a scam. Like, because there are several texts between them that are questionable. So his lawyer being like, this is all fake. There are a lot of texts. And there are some texts that don't look good. But just my own personal opinion. Also, Unserious said, Julie, you can only join the Discord if you're toxic, by the way. No, that is Unserious being unserious. The Discord is not toxic. It's fun. Disappointment after disappointment when it comes to these celebrities, literally. Brittany said, I, for one, have never thought he was funny in any way. Something about him I didn't like, so I've never watched a movie with him, not one. Oh my God. Okay. Then Marie said, I feel like there are more lawsuits like that incoming. It does feel like we are on the path of exposing people. And Tyler Perry is just the next one. Never meet your heroes, literally. Just like the person who met Doja Cat and then Doja Cat blew up on them on Twitter 2 days later. It's rough out here, you guys. It's brutal. Okay, let's move on and talk about Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom, because you guys were once again hearing that there might be trouble in paradise. And what's concerning me is we are starting to hear this consistently. Okay, remember a few weeks back, and I don't remember if we touched on this during a happy hour hang or a members only live, but a couple weeks ago, there was a report about Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom's relationship going through a rough patch because Katy's comeback has not been as successful as she had hoped. And I personally chalked that up to, well, of course that's going to affect her relationship, right? I think any person can relate to the fact that when work is not going super well, that can sometimes affect your relationship because you're going to take your frustration, your sadness, your anxiety out on the person closest to you. However, now we're getting some more details, and I feel like it's definitely pointing to a not great direction. One, Katy Perry was seen recently not wearing her engagement ring with Orlando Bloom. Then we have this new report from The Sun where a source said that the tensions actually started over the Blue Origin trip, Katy Perry going to space. Orlando reportedly did not think it was a good idea for Katy to do that. Katy reportedly knew she would face some backlash, but Orlando allegedly thought it was a, quote, stupid idea. Orlando is reportedly frustrated that his opinion is not being taken seriously or heard. Meanwhile, Katy allegedly feels like he's a different person lately. Something else that's not helping the rumor mill about Orlando and Katy, Orlando Bloom is going to Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's wedding alone. Him and Katy were both invited, but he, according to TMZ, has only RSVP'd for one. Now, Katy Perry is on tour. She's allegedly going to be on tour in Australia during that time. But still, the optics are just not helping the rumors that there's an issue. The issue has been brewing, and now there's this major A-list wedding, and Orlando's going by himself. Let's see. There's no way Orlando Bloom is going to allow the world to see him sweat. Even if they are going through it, he's not going to say anything. No way. Oh, I don't think so either. I think he is a very... Also, he's been in the entertainment industry for so long. He's very coy. He's actually also very private about his relationship with Katy Perry. So if something is going on, he's not going to let us know. I think if anything, Katy Perry would reveal that something is not right before Orlando Bloom. I also saw Lorelai say Orlando was right. Joy said, oh, poor Katy Perry is a Karen. She'll be okay. I also feel like Katy Perry should have listened to Orlando. Am I right? Because she got more than a little backlash, in my opinion. Like, the Blue Origin trip, aren't we over it? I feel like social media is finally over it. But that was a brutal, dare I say, month. So for Katy Perry to not have a good comeback and then have all the backlash of the Blue Origin trip, I mean, girl, literally, it was not good. So if I was Orlando, I would be frustrated because I would be like, I literally told you not to do it. So now you're down bad crying at the gym, and I love you, but also I told you so. I told you not to do it. Now you're embarrassing. Unserious said I flew to Orlando once and had a bad experience. Really? I love Orlando. Disney World is there. She got roasted more for that than the music video. Oh, 1,000,000%. I also think that probably stung her, right, Dave? Like the fact that she was getting more attention and negative attention at that over the Blue Origin trip than the comeback. Katy Perry acts like Justin Timberlake. T. Oh, you're saying you flew to Orlando and had a bad experience. Like, oh, with Orlando Bloom. Oh, got you. I didn't get the joke at first. I was like, what? Him and Miranda also split when their son was young. I see a pattern with this man. I don't think he likes to be with one person for so long. Oh, okay, fair. You're saying Orlando's the problem. Oh my God, I think Orlando Bloom is so cute. Remember when, didn't him and Selena have a brief makeout that caused drama? When her and Justin were like during one of their off periods? Am I crazy? This is like 2014. Didn't she? Hold on, I have to double check. Selena Gomez, Orlando Bloom. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, 2016. Wow, my brain. Sometimes it does work. It does fire on all cylinders. Yes. Do you guys remember when Orlando Bloom and Selena Gomez had that in the club makeout? And it was a big deal. 2016. Wow, what a time to be alive. Much simpler times. That was a decade ago. And now he is allegedly having well, they're not married. Now he's allegedly having relationship issues with Katy Perry. What a trajectory. What a trajectory. That was right after he split from Miranda. Selena was in an off period of Justin, and it was a big drama because everyone's like, they have an age difference. Oh my gosh, that age difference now is like child's play compared to the age differences we're seeing. Look at Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson, you know what I mean? A little Selena Gomez, Orlando Bloom makeout seems, dare I say, like minuscule compared to the age differences we're seeing now. Crazy. Wow, sorry, I just blasted from the past. That was insane. But maybe Orlando Bloom maybe he's the problem. I don't know, he gives me unproblematic. But I think this is my own bias showing. You guys know I think Katy Perry seems chaotic to me. I always say, in my opinion, Katy Perry feels like a walking parody. And so I can't imagine being in a relationship with someone who's just always acting a little kooky. But again, it could be Katy Perry is super chill and Orlando Bloom might be playing in our face. A lot of you guys are saying behind closed doors, I think there could be something spooky going on. And you guys could be right. Maybe, I first interpreted this report as like Orlando is saying, girl, I told you so, shouldn't have done it, and like we should have listened, but maybe he was like, I told you so, you should have listened to me. There are two ways to view that. Wow, okay, interesting. Also, we have someone watching from the Netherlands, 1:07 a.m. Oh my God, hi. He just gives dad controlling energy. Oh, interesting. And Becky said that you agree with how I view Katy Perry. I can't see her any other way. Unserious said, why do 90% of Hollywood men lack love and hygiene? I do think they're lacking love. And they probably, do we think 90% are lacking hygiene? I feel like that's a Betty Blanco dig. But I don't know. I feel like most Hollywood men actually care a lot about their appearance. But the love, probably not wrong there. Okay, let's go ahead and move on and get into Ariana Grande. And then we're going to talk about Justin Bieber. So you guys, a little tea on Ariana. And I don't think Terry's here. I feel bad. Terry's always asking, do you have Ariana tea? And I finally have Ariana tea. And I don't see Terry in the chat. Well, Terry, if you have to watch this, here's some Ariana tea for you. So this is a new report from Life and Style magazine. This insider shared that Ariana is being very picky about her next role following Wicked. The source said she doesn't need praise. It's not about her ego, and everybody knows she's not dipping her toe into movies because she needs money. This insider maintains that Ariana is being extremely picky about what filmmakers she works with and is quality controlling everything she can when she commits to a project. The source said whatever film she agrees to next, she wants to make it special and singular. That way it can really mean something, and that also means saying no to some pretty tempting offers. I'm kind of like, okay, I know Ariana really blew up with Wicked, but also let's remember, like, Ariana has only been in 2 movies. Like, to now be this very picky girly feels a little bit crazy, but also she is Ariana Grande, so, like, I guess she can be, but that, when I was reading this, I was like, okay, Wicked was huge. Wicked was amazing. Wicked was iconic. But again, Wicked is still only 2 movies. You know what I mean? Like, I know she got the Oscar nom right off the bat. But you know, I do think this feels a little bit much, you know what I mean? Unserious said, picky about movies, but not the homes she wrecks. Yeah, she still is with Ethan Slater. I saw somebody ask that and say, is she still with Ethan Slater? She sure is, you guys. I do feel bad. Her grandmother recently passed away. So that I do feel really, really sad about because I know they were very, very close. But as far as Ariana's next movie role, I feel like none of you are dying to go see Ariana on screen. I'm seeing the comments, I'm seeing the chat. None of you are clamoring. I mean, I feel like we still have Wicked 2. We still have Wicked 4 good. You know what I mean? So I feel like let's get through that, even though I know she probably needs to plan her next project if she is going to do another project. Remember, there were rumors that she might be in the running for the Britney biopic. It was alleged there was her, obviously Millie Bobby Brown. We heard Sabrina Carpenter. But I agree. I feel like also too, she was fantastic in Wicked. And I want to say I was totally proven wrong. She was fantastic in Wicked. However, Wicked is also like, the role of Glenda is very Ariana Grande. You know what I mean? It almost feels like she's playing a little, like, amped up version of herself in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, Ariana Grande, she was made to play Glenda. I don't know if I can see her in something that's, like, not musical related. I think that would be, honestly, the true test. Like, can she carry a film where she's not singing? We don't know. We haven't seen that yet. I didn't watch her Nickelodeon show, so I can't attest that. But that's also kind of how I feel about that situation. I'm like, I mean, she was a musical kid from day one. She was a musical kid before she was Ariana Grande. So, of course, it could make sense. But can she carry something that's not a musical and that she's not singing in? I don't know. Also, hi, Tamara. I also saw Miss Mika pop in as well. Hello, hello, hello. A lot of you are saying no. Like, can you picture Ariana Grande? I'm trying to, like, think in something serious. Oh, she is going to be in the new Meet the Parents. You're right, Robert. See, but that feels like crazy. I'm like, okay, so you're so picky, but you're going to be in the 4th Meet the Parents movie? And that's no shade to Meet the Parents. I love Meet the Parents. I love Meet the Fockers. I will admit I don't think I saw the 3rd Meet the Parents. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, that's where we're... But also, I think her role in that's going to be not anything crazy. But that is true. I forgot about that. I forgot that she is going to be in that new one. So it's just interesting to me. Getting mixed sigs. Mixed sigs, Ariana. Lorelai said, honestly, I see her as more of a niche actor. I know you mean that as, like, not a joke, but I don't know why that's, like, so funny to me. A niche. Like, that's a nice way of saying, like, I don't think I see her in anything serious. I'm dead. Jocelyn said, Ariana is a better actress than Selena, and Selena sort of carries Only Murders. I do wonder if certain actors get stuck in certain roles, though. That's what I'm saying. She might have to, like, prove herself that she can do more than just musicals. Oh, so there was a 3rd. So it's Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers, Little Fockers, and then there's going to be a 4th. Again, I love Meet the Parents is a classic. The Circle of Trust, hello. Who doesn't use that line all the time? Me. Circle of Trust, Meet the Fockers is a freaking classic as well. I love it. Let's see, Selena is a producer too. Selena does a lot for Only Murders in the Building. Untier said, I don't care about Ariana's acting game. Give me albums. I think a lot of people will probably agree with you. Like, just give me the music. You guys, the Circle of Trust, like, that is that and Puff the Magic Dragon. You guys remember when he's like, Puff the Magic Dragon? Because he finds the brothers' paraphernalia. The brothers' paraphernalia is in the coat. And they're talking about Puff the Magic Dragon. Oh, wow. Now I kind of want to watch Meet the Parents. What a classic, iconic movie. They don't make movies like that anymore. You know what I mean? Good old run-of-the-mill 2000s. Nothing better. Has anyone watched America's Sweetheart since I was talking about it? I don't remember if I was talking about it, what live. But if no one has watched America's Sweethearts yet, you guys, please do so. It is a 2000s movie that is so House of Hill coded. It is about a PR relationship. There's the celebrity aspect, a movie premiere, Julia Roberts, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Billy Crystal, John Cusack. Y'all, if you have not watched America's Sweethearts, can you please watch it? Please watch it and report back. It is so good. So good, since we're talking about 90s movies. It's called America's Sweethearts. America's Sweethearts. It is so good. I love it, Jessica. I have it on DVD too. And I have it on Amazon Prime, just in case I don't have access to my DVDs. Okay, moving on to Justin Bieber, you guys. So if you're here and you've been waiting for the Justin tea, give this video a thumbs up. Yes, thank you, Joy. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, join the membership, all of the things. Connie said you had me at John Cusack. Oh, Connie, you're gonna love this. Is when John was in his prime. Mama Hill loves a John Cusack moment too. It is so good. Okay, yeah, actually, Juliana, prepare yourself because this report is not great. So this is a report from Us Magazine where an insider claimed, quote, Justin has felt lost recently. His friend group around him has shifted and he is going through a lot of changes. The source said Justin has been trying to balance a lot, quote, navigating fatherhood, trying to put out music, and past traumas surfacing have been a lot for him. This insider said people close to him worry he may be hanging out with the wrong people. He's reportedly cut a lot of friends out of his life and has a hard time trusting others at this point when it comes to his music and his business affairs. What do we think of this report that Justin has felt lost? He's trying to balance fatherhood, putting out new music, dealing with past trauma. Again, I do think, you guys know initially I was like, Justin's trolling, right? I've been saying, I'm like, Justin's smarter than we give him credit for. He's trolling, LOL. The joke is on us. He wants people watching. But I do kind of feel like we're getting to a point where it's like, okay, you kind of need to actually do something though, or else we're not getting the bit. You know what I mean? He's kind of coming to the crossroads where it's like, release the music to prove that this was all a troll, or we're really going to be concerned and be like, oh, he's going through a lot and he's not doing well. Because I feel like that's kind of the crossroads that we're at right now. Haley did not publicly say Happy Father's Day, no. And that was a big story on Monday. It was like Haley snubbed Justin on Father's Day. But you know what? If my husband and the father of my child was acting the way Justin was acting on Father's Day, I also probably wouldn't have posted anything. Like posting a bunch of random photos with the middle finger emoji, posting a text conversation cutting off a friendship. Like, I'm probably not. He literally posted a video where like there's paraphernalia and he cut the bottle out because he was smart enough to know that. But like, I mean, pulling his literal ear colors, T. If I'm Haley, I'm not feeling very in the Father's Day spirit, if you will, if my husband and the father of my child was acting like that. On a positive note, I do feel like, you know, we do have a little positive Justin T as well. TMZ reports that Justin and Scooter Braun's money beef should be over soon. So that's good. That's good. Apparently with Haley's road payout, because, you know, she's going to get a lot of money from selling road, She wasn't making money while the company was going, but now that she's selling, she's getting that big payout. So with this big payout, Justin will allegedly, according to sources who spoke to TMZ, be able to resume paying back that tour debt to Scooter, making payments on that $26 million. And then also allegedly, Scooter Braun claims that Justin owes him unpaid commissions, and he's willing to cut Justin a break for, quote, pennies on the dollar. So that's at least positive, you know? His rumored money trouble with Scooter Braun, at least there's a light at the end of that tunnel. Not quite a light at the end of the tunnel of whatever's going on with him. We're still deep in that tunnel, about halfway through. But the money situation is looking up. So that's positive. That's positive. Robert said, look at Demi. She's been through it as well, and it took her a while to get where she's at now. Same for Miley and Selena. I feel like eventually Justin will get to that place. Time will tell. Betty Ann said, I don't think he's trolling at all. I think he's hitting a new low with his triggered trauma. Tabitha said it's really bizarre behavior for him. And that's how I'm with y'all. I see what you're saying. And that's why I'm like, at the beginning of all of this, I thought this was a troll. But now I'm like, sir, it's giving we're dealing with some things. Unserious said, I think I've seen this film 1,000 times and I'm tired. It is starting to feel that way. Lena said, did you watch the recent paparazzi videos? Look at his mannerisms. He moves his tongue as if he was on a substance. That's sad. Lena, you're not the only one. I think I brought this up on Monday too. My sister was at the Kendrick Lamar concert where he performed with SZA, and she said it was 10 times worse than what we saw through videos. Like, it was bad. People were saying he was doing the Fenty fold. I definitely think he is going through something. What's crazy is, you know, he kind of came up in that same time of those people who are really on the other side of it now. And it's almost like Justin Bieber's re-going through everything again. Which again, healing is not linear. Healing is not the same for everyone. Everyone processes their traumas in a different way. And we don't even, you know, fully understand what Justin is going through. I think for me, I just wish he wasn't letting it play out on social media. I think, again, as I said Monday, this might show my age, but for me personally, I just feel like there are some things that don't need to be on the internet. And shout out to Gen Z. Y'all put everything out there and y'all don't give an F. But I'm a millennial and I just don't think everything needs to be out there. And I think it is doing him a disservice to be putting word vomit on the internet, you know? Again, if this is part of the bit and this is all to put out new music, great, do it now. Like, now's the time. Now is the time to do it. Because the line is getting thin. The line is getting thin. You know what I mean? Yeah, Demi Lovato, she married a musician. He goes by Jutes is his name. She looks, I don't know what health-wise Demi is doing. Whatever she's doing, she looks 15 years younger and better than she has in a really long time. I don't know what Demi Lovato is taking, but give me 15 of them because that girl looks incredible. Momo Fix it said I'm out of the loop. Oh my God, no, you're fine. I feel like she's kept this relationship with this guy pretty private. I knew about the wedding before it was happening because I knew somebody who was going. I'm acquaintances with someone who is really close with Demi Lovato. But no, it's amazing. And she has never looked better. She had her bachelorette party in Vegas, which was so fun. And yeah, so I just think go Demi. Girl's slaying. Absolutely living her best life. You know what I mean? People are saying she's on a GLP-1. I mean, I was thinking it. So Crystal just said it. I was thinking that, obviously. And if she is, go off. You know what I mean? Live, laugh, love. Get a girl. You know what I mean? I think that's amazing. She looks great. She looks absolutely fantastic. Mad Mama said it's so sad that everyone is famous, has some terrible things going on. I mean, you know, I don't think, it's just, I think there's a lot of demons. I think for Justin specifically, again, he got famous at such a young age. I think he was put in situations that were not good. He didn't know how to process. And all of that is coming back up. I think having a child might have triggered some things for him. Again, doesn't excuse any of his behavior. It just explains maybe what he's going through. You know, if I'm Haley, I'm still like, don't post that on Instagram. I feel bad for what you're going through and what you're processing, but please put your phone down. I think you can be both. You can feel both ways, in my opinion. Okay, if you guys could give this video a thumbs up, I am going to fill you in on this little Tavis palette cleanser, this little Tavis Ender, which is actually perfect for what we were talking about earlier. This little Taylor Travis update is actually about a movie that is on their list, Taylor and Travis's list. Unsere said, no healing deadline, be accountable with it though, 1,000,000%. So on the recent episode of New Heights, Travis and Jason were talking about the movie Pretty Woman. And Travis is like, I'm down to watch Pretty Woman. And he actually admitted that Pretty Woman is on him and Tay's list, which I find it crazy Taylor Swift has possibly never seen Pretty Woman. I like to believe that Taylor has seen Pretty Woman and Travis hasn't seen Pretty Woman because Pretty Woman is a classic. Hello? But yeah, I just thought that was cute and actually kind of goes in line with our discussions from earlier. But Pretty Woman is on Taylor and Travis's list of movies that they need to watch for their future date nights. And I love that. Has everyone seen Pretty Woman? I would hope so. I would, yeah, she's definitely seen it, right? Like, there's no way Taylor Swift has not seen Pretty Woman. There's no way. It is an iconic film. Do you guys want to hear something so funny, actually, about that movie? So, Pretty Woman, whenever Mama and Papa Hill were dating, the first time Papa Hill met my grandparents, Mama Hill's parents, they all went to the movies together. And the movie they went to go see was Pretty Woman, which is kind of iconic, also kind of like, ooh, a little scandalous, but also just like very on brand for who my grandparents are and Mama and Papa Hill, like just so funny. But yeah, whenever Papa Hill met his future in-laws for the first time, they went to dinner and then they went and saw Pretty Woman, which I just think is so funny. And it's such a good movie. I just thought, Connie, huge mistake, huge. If you've never seen Pretty Woman, you guys, you have to. And then I will say too, every time somebody visits from LA, I always take them to the Beverly Wilshire, the Reach Bev Wilsh. And I take them to go have a drink in the bar because A, that bar has a drink called the Pretty Woman. And B, it's also just like still iconic, still amazing, still luxe. And so I have such a deep appreciation for Pretty Woman. So when I heard that Travis and Taylor have that on their movie list, I was like, I need to share this with the House of Hill. But Jelena said, shout out to everyone healing anxiety, trauma, or anything else. It's not linear. No. Hope their stories inspire us to offer more grace. Rooting for JB. Always. And sending the vibes to anyone on a healing journey. I feel like that's crucial. Because healing is tough. Growing is tough. Being a human is tough. We're all fighting for our lives. You know what I mean? I love their pictures from the wedding they attended. They look so good together. Talking about Demi and Jutes. They looked... Oh, Taylor and Travis. Duh. Oh my God, they looked so cute. I loved those Nashville wedding photos because it was giving, like, all of the weddings I've attended in Kansas City, and it made my heart so happy. And then I was thinking, could you imagine showing up to a wedding and literally Taylor Swift is there? Insane. I would lose my mind. I would play it cool, I think, but I also would internally lose my mind. Jody, we had no Diddy updates because the trial was postponed today. They didn't have trial today. because one of the jurors was experiencing vertigo symptoms. So they postponed today. So no updates for today's live, which I feel like I kind of jinxed myself because I was like, on Wednesday, we're definitely going to have an update. But no, the trial today was postponed due to a juror. No Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni updates other than obviously the judge dismissing the defamation lawsuit. Justin Baldoni has until the 23rd, so next week, to refile on 4 of the 7 allegations. His lawyer initially said that they were going to refile. Obviously, we'll see if that ends up happening officially. We shall see. But those are the updates. I don't know what's going on. I haven't been keeping up with Love is Blind or Love Island, which I know makes me a bad person. Courtney was actually just talking to me about Love Island while we were recording the podcast. And I was telling him, I was like, so my friend who got married this past weekend, she married, also my friend, he's a producer on Love Island. And so I was like, ironically, even though I was at like a Love Island wedding, I have not watched 1 single second of this current season. But their last song of the night was the Love Island theme song, which was so fun. You guys, I genuinely did not even have my phone at the wedding this weekend. Like, I've been trying to post on Instagram and I have approximately 3 photos, none of which I can post on Instagram to be like, yay, my friends got married, because I literally didn't have my phone out at all. I fit like major fail. Also, Elle, sending you so much love. Sending you so much love, you and your family, and thank you for feeling comfortable sharing that here with us. Madison, have you been watching The Valley? I have caught up on The Valley. It does feel a little dark, but still interesting. I need to watch Real Housewives of Miami. And then you guys, I'm still on my Chicago Fire. Still on my Chicago Fire kick. About to be caught up. So once I get caught up, then that'll also open me up to have more time to watch other things too. But that is all I have for you on this happy hour hang. Yeah, a great hang as always, honestly, Tabitha. Another amazing time. Irene said, Lively's request for protective order regarding Taylor Swift's communications is denied. So she's going to have to show the communications. Oh my God, yes, and Karen Reed was found not guilty. Thank you, SJ. That was huge. For anyone following the Karen Reed trial, the woman in Boston who was accused of unaliving her boyfriend who was a police officer, she was found not guilty. That was crazy. The first time it was mistrial, they took her to court again, and she was found not guilty. I also have to finish that documentary, but yeah, Jessica said I watched all 36 days. It was crazy. That case is insane. But shout out to Karen Reed. Like, girl is probably having the best day of her life, honestly. Absolutely insane. So many conspiracies about that. But like, happy she's found not guilty. I think that was correct. But yeah, you guys, okay, that is all I have for you. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe, stick around. You guys, if you could share this as well, share the House of Hill with somebody you love, care about, and that you think would be a great addition to the House of Hill. Subscribe, notification bell, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, follow Tano on TikTok, y'all, Tano Skincare. Please follow them on TikTok. Please go engage with the videos so I don't spiral. Yes, I also have merch, thehouseofhill.com. Go check out the merch. I wore some on Monday. And yeah, you guys, I love y'all. I will see y'all later, and have a fantastic rest of your night. Okay, hi Betty, hi and bye. Okay, bye y'all.